Well, hey everybody. It's a beautiful late June day and I'm chopping firewood, which is a terrible idea, by the way. But it got me thinking about the time it takes to make firewood and the cost of what would that be. So when we built the new place, we brought a propane furnace in, but we also had a wood burning insert installed, and through last winter, which was pretty mild overall, we only ran the propane furnace a few weeks. And so average propane fill around here is about $750. So I think we saw the propane truck 3 times. So if we wouldn't have heated with wood as much as we did, I'm guessing we probably would have seen the propane truck 4 times down the driveway. But okay, that's dollars and cents. But then you get over to the firewood, and I've got these 2 racks closest to me and then a partial one started. That was, one was a windfall maple, and the other one was a dead standing cherry that was over by where that maple was. Maple was hanging up in some trees and making it a little bit hazardous for amateurs like me to be around, so I waited for the maple to fall. When the maple fell, I cut it up, and then I went over and I got the cherry that was a dead stander. Used a chainsaw and the splitting axe. I do have a wood splitting machine. Bought that used. Don't really use it much. So I got the chainsaw, which is the Holzforma knockoff of the Husqvarna. That altogether was like $350. The X27, had it for years. I think it's like $75 or whatever. Look it up. So right now you're into that for that much. You don't have to have the stacking racks like I do, but that makes it nice. Those are like $20 a piece for all the materials. Anyway, it's challenging when you start thinking about dollars and cents, because I've had this axe for like, I don't know, between 5 and 10 years. What does it cost when you use it over 10 years? You buy it once. But I was thinking about time. Next thing about money is time. So for the 2 in a partial wood racks, it's probably been 5 hours, say, to buck them up, haul them, split them, stack them. Probably 5 hours. And each one of these racks is a third of a cord. That's between a week and 2 weeks, depends on how cold it is. But then that goes back to money, right? So 5 hours of labor for 2 weeks of heating, or 3 weeks of heating. That's pretty good. So a little bit of a rambly video, unscripted like normal, but I'll tell you that for me, I'm fortunate for a few reasons. First of all, I live in the woods, and while I don't cut healthy trees down for firewood, if it's avoidable, I do have enough windfall and trees that die on their own that I haven't had to cut a healthy tree down. The equipment is bought and paid for. Even that saw, though it's fairly new, it wasn't the most expensive saw on the market. So, and the part that I maybe miss is I enjoy this. I enjoy making firewood. I enjoy the heat that firewood brings. But if I was going to start today and I didn't have any of the tools, equipment, or wasn't physically able, or didn't enjoy to do it, I don't know if I would burn with firewood. I think I would just burn with gas and build that into your budget. So anyway, kind of sum it all up if you're still here. Ramblings of a tired middle-aged man. Firewood's great if you've got a source where you don't have to pay for it, or you can get it very inexpensively. If you enjoy building it and making firewood, you're a step ahead of the game. If you have to buy all your tools at once, you might not save that first year or two, as you're going to outlay some cash for the equipment to do it. Tractor, I don't have it for firewood, but I sure do use it for firewood. But I've only had the tractor for just over a year now. The rest of my life I've gotten around having a tractor, so wouldn't say you need that. Anyway, long story short, I'm gonna keep heating with wood as long as I'm able to, as long as I'm physically able to cut it up and make it. If I ever have to stop using the axe and have to go over to the wood splitting machine, that's a story we'll deal with when we get there. But anyway, long story short, thanks for watching. Hope that was useful.